Corner, I don't exactly know what the archetype is there. I'm wondering if you can help me with that, because they have a wide variety in what they look for, and even with the guys they brought into camp this year, which I felt like some of those guys played pretty well. I was curious if you were going to mention some of those names. Obviously, Hallett was one of them, and the only one that made it to the practice squad. But it seemed like versatility was the name of the game this year. Knowledge and versatility, being able to play multiple positions, both at safety, nickel corner, whatever it is. But most of the guys they kept were not specialists. They were more versatile. But I'm curious what you saw in that defensive backfield archetype.
For sure. And on the outside, I would say that probably they prioritize man coverage because they play man coverage so much in the scheme. You heard Kelvin Shepard recently when they were he was asked about Terrion Arnold and his early season struggles, and while he admitted that, Terrion is playing not up to the standard that they have for him, he also qualified that by saying, we're asking Terrion to do something incredibly difficult. And he said this after the Ravens game where they played a ton of single high because Branch was walked up near the line of scrimmage, and it was just Kirby Joseph back there, where Terrion's and DJ Reed are just kind of on an island, one-on-one by yourself out there, and any mistake you make is just super under the microscope in that situation. So I do think man coverage is something they prioritize a lot at that position. I think maybe, if I were just to peruse the names that are available at corner, like maybe one that jumps out to me is a guy like Stephon Gilmore. He's older, but he's played a lot of man coverage snaps. I will say as well, I think they do really value run support from that position, and a lot of teams do, but I think we've seen it really play out with the Lions this year when Terrion and DJ Reed have been on the field. They've been a couple of the best run defending corners in the NFL, and I know that's not why you pay corners to defend the run. You pay corners to stop the pass, but anything that they can provide in run support is helpful, and I think both of them were really doing a good job of that through the first 4 weeks, and so I think that's maybe something that they'll look at as well if they do bring a guy from outside the building.